Allow your hands to soften and relax. And then from here, you're going to keep your eyes closed. Just start to take your body in a small circle. Just circling around kind of an imaginary center line. Just pick a direction. The circles can be big, get bigger gradually, or they can stay small. Maybe you are noticing your lower back or your hips as you're circling, that's fine. Switch the direction of your circle. You often have one way that feels more familiar, more comfortable. Center. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And then you can open your eyes. I'm going to get onto my mat. And if you'd like to switch the cross of your legs, you might switch the cross of the legs. This way is my really weird way. It feels really strange, but that's okay. And then take your left hand and walk it to the left. And so it'll be sort of in line with your left sitting bone. Take the right arm up and over. And you just gently push the floor to the left, soften the shoulder away from your ear. And then come on up and you'll switch sides. Right hand walks right, left arm goes up and over. Soften the right shoulder away from the ear. And breathing into the side of the body. And then come on up. You're going to bring the hands to the front of the shins and inhale, lift the chest. We're going to do kind of cat-cow. Exhale, tuck the chin, gently round back. Again, inhale, come forward, lift the chest. Exhale, gently round back. Come back to sitting and then twist to the right. So right hand behind the back. You'll inhale, lift up into the crown of the head. Exhale, twist. And then unwind, and we'll go to the other side. So just one breath. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, gently twist. And then come back to center. We'll do that whole thing again. Left hand left, right arm up, come up and over. So that side stretch. Inhale up through center. Left hand left, or right arm right, up left arm up and over. And then inhale, come on up, hands to the shins. We have the seated cow and cat lift. And round back, we'll do two. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to center, twist to the right. Right hand goes behind the back. Inhale, lift up really tall. Exhale, gently revolve. And then unwind, go to the other side. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist, and then slowly unwind. And then from here, you're just going to walk your hands forward. You might not go very far if your hips or low back are tight, or you might walk all the way out, forehead can drop to or towards the floor. If it bothers the ankles or the knees, you can make adjustments. Good, and then slowly walk it back up. And then we'll come on to hands and knees. So coming to tabletop. Spread the fingers. And then just take the right leg behind you with the ball of the foot on the floor. Press the heel away. A little stretch through the calf, the back of the leg. You can even rock front to back, stretching the toes. It's always an interesting feeling. And then bring it to neutral, float the right leg up. We're just going to stay right here for a moment. Press out through the heel, pull into the core of the body, pull the front ribs in, and take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to curl it in and step the right foot forward by the right hand. It's all right, you can help it there. Good job. Then tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee up off the ground. So you're in a runner's lunge. That's just kind of like a placement. Then set the back knee down again. So it's back a little farther, point the toe. And then you're just gonna move front to back. So pulling the hips back and pointing the toe today. Instead of flexing it, point the toe and then rock it forward and good. So you'll just move forward to back, front to back. See if you can keep the foot on the ground the whole time. And it's not a have to, it's a can I, what happens? This one is actually more about that sciatic nerve, kind of flossing the nerve, giving it some wiggle room. Good, and then you'll come back to the lunge, stay there and bring your hands to your right thigh. If you need to pad the knee, let me know. If you need a thicker pad or you can double it, good. Or press more into the top of the left foot. And then if you want to take the arms up, good, Sharon. You can always be here with the back knee up too. If the knee doesn't like the ground. Got knee stuff. Good job. Yeah, so the back knee can be up. You can be in a crescent lunge if you need. Okay, good. And then we'll come back down, coming back to tabletop if you're able to, and move through a couple rounds of cow and cat on your own. So dropping the belly, lifting the chest, and arching the back. Or you can wiggle side to side. Good, and then coming to neutral spine, tabletop, you'll take the left leg behind you, follow the foot on the floor to start. And give that little press the heel away, and then maybe rock forward to the toes, press the heel away. This is calf, Achilles, this is heel, ankle. Bringing blood flow. And then come to center, float the leg up. You want to squeeze the glute, the hamstring, try to press evenly into the hands, or I actually imagine that my hands are off the ground. I imagine lifting them off instead of pushing into them, kind of lift away, which is a lot more core work. Breathe in. And then you'll curl the knee in, and it's fine for this leg to go around to come forward. Sometimes that helps. Yeah, good job. And then tuck the back toes under, lift the right leg up off the ground for a little runner's lunge momentarily, and then set the knee down, point the toes, and then pull the hips back. Try to keep the foot on the floor. Ooh, I feel it on this side. Come forward and back. It's funny, you say sciatica, low back. Those are two things I've been having lately. So it's like, oh, I relate. Those are the same symptoms, things I've been feeling. So this one is that flossing the nerve. It's like looking at the sciatic nerve, originates at the low back. It goes down behind the knee, goes to the ankle. So here we're kind of moving, creating some space where the nerve path goes. It's a stretch for the muscles too, but I'm focusing more on the nerve path right here. Good. And then when you're ready, you'll come forward into your low lunge. You can crawl your hands up to your left thigh. If you need to pad the knee, do that. I don't want you suffering. Or press into the top of the right foot. And then arms might come up and it gets the core body engaged. Do what you need. Yeah, listening to your body. Good job. Breathing. Got it, Linda. Soften the shoulders, relax your jaw, and then bring your hands back down, and we'll bring that left leg back around. So if it doesn't work with the hand there, you just bring it here to the inside. Bring it around. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot. With the right hand wide, like this. Watch.
I'm all back.
Bring your back knee down.
Okay.
Bring both hands to the inside of your feet.
Okay.
All the way inside. Yep. Now bring it back. There you go. Good. Let's sit back into child's pose. So big toes touch. And if your knees having issues, you can always put a rolled up towel behind the knees or between the calf and the thighs. That's really helpful. And then you can sit back to wherever you can. If the knee doesn't bend all the way, there's lots of ways to work. That's it, Sharon. Good. So the towel there behind the calf. And then you can try to come into child's pose. It might be more like a puppy pose though, which is fine. Yes, just like that. Take a nice deep breath. Let it out. And then come on up to tabletop again. And then this time, so we'll take the right leg back again, follow the foot on the floor, press the heel away. And then rock it forward, float the leg. So same thing, engage the glute. But then this time you're gonna turn the toes to the right, take the leg to the right, hold it there for a moment, strengthening. It's okay if the knee's bent, and then set it down. The legs off to the right. Then we do some cow and cat. So see if that foot can get flat, Dusty. Yes, there it is. Then you're moving through the pelvis, cow and cat. You might feel it higher up into the inner thigh muscles, adductor muscles. And then come to neutral, pause, and take your right arm to the sky. So twist open to the right. And then you'll thread the right hand behind the left wrist. And we're just going to do it 3 times. You lower down and then you come back up, press into the left hand, twist open, inhale. Thread it behind the wrist, exhale. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, thread it under. This time, stay there. One full breath here, breathing in, breathing out. Press into the left hand, come back up, tabletop, bring the right leg in, stretch the left leg behind you, ball of the foot on the ground. Rock it forward, float the leg up, squeeze the glute, press out through the heel, turn the toes left, take the leg as far left as you can, hold it, hold it, hold it. Set it down. Good, cow and cat, drop the belly. And then arch the back. Imagine your hands are lifting off the ground. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, tuck and round. Come to neutral. And then left arm opens to the ceiling. Big breath in. Thread it behind the right wrist and lower down to wherever you can go. Press into the right hand, open up, inhale. Exhale, thread it under. One more time, inhale, using that breath. Exhale, come on down, stay here. One full breath in. Long breath out. Press into the right hand, come back up. Tabletop, gently slide the left leg in. Good, take your hips side to side or draw a little circle with the pelvis right here. Like you're drawing a circle on the back wall with your tailbone. And switch the circle if you like, or moving side to side still. Good, and then take your hands about 1 hand length forward, a little longer, tuck the toes under, lift up to downward dog, or you can go back to child's pose if that's where you want to be today. And just breathing, you can pedal it out, you can keep moving or wagging the tail. Take one more breath in. Let it go. And go ahead and walk your feet up towards your hands. It's okay if you land in the middle of your mat. It's perfect. Ragdoll. Hold on to the elbows. Maybe add a little sway here. Drop the weight of the head. Release the hands to the floor, and then you'll bring your hands up to your hips, bend the knees a little bit, look forward, rise up to stand. Good. Take a big breath in, circle the arms up, and bring the hands down to the heart center. And then arms by your side, mountain pose. Bring the feet a little closer, so hip width distance apart, spread the toes out on the mat, pull the shoulders back, little tiny bend in the knees. Just feeling your body here in space. Job. We'll flow through a sun salutation today. We'll do a sun A 3 times and I'll talk you through. We'll go super slow, a little slower than usual. Okay, you ready? And inhale, you'll reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, bend the knees, hinging from the tops of the thighs. Use your whole breath. Inhale to a flat back. You can bring your hands to the shins and draw the heart forward. And then bend the knees, plant the palms, step it back to a high plank, or it can be tabletop. And then let's actually set the knees to the ground in your high plank. And then I want you to imagine your hips are being pulled up to the ceiling as your chest goes to the ground. So it's called knees, chest, chin. So the chest and chin goes down, hips up. Yep, and then you slide onto the belly. Good, point the toes, press into the hands, lightly come up to low cobra, strengthening the back. So it's low, not super high, and then lower down. You'll use your arm strength to press up and back to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, or child pose is fine too. And breathe. If you want to wag your tail side to side, wagging the hips, and feeling a little stretch to the low back. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out. And then walk your feet towards your hands. See how close you can get. Halfway lift, hands to the shins, lengthen the spine, and bow forward. Allow the head to drop, maybe shake it. Bring your hands to your hips, elbows to the ceiling, they point, and then rise up. Good, and then reach up, extended mountain. Bring your hands to your heart and arms down by your side, mountain pose. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Set the knees down and then chest and chin. Try to lower chest and chin and then inchworm onto your belly. Point the toes, rise up cobra. Nice job. And then you'll press back to downward dog. So you're using your strong arms to press up and back. And then breathe here. We're really warming up all parts of the body. Take one more breath in. Breathe out. And then walk or hop your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward wherever you can go. Hands to the hips, elbows to the sky. Inhale, rise all the way up. Big reach, fingertips to the ceiling, hands to the heart, mountain pose. One more time. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Knees down, knees, chest and chin. Yes, Linda, slide onto the belly, low cobra, then Michelle. And press back, downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths. Exhale. Look forward, walk or hop the feet to the hands. Nice, Julia. Halfway lift, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the hips, elbows to the sky. Inhale, rise up. Extended mountain reach. Bring your hands to your heart and arms down, mountain pose. And just notice your breath, your body, how you feel. I always notice when I move my body through sun salutation, suddenly I feel clear. It's like the fog goes away. I feel clear and awake and alive. Okay, start to shift your weight right to left right here. I'm gonna do a little bit of marching. So you're gonna press into your left foot, lift the right knee. You can have your hands at your hips or arms down, and then set it down and switch with the left. And then we'll start to add the arms. So it'll be opposite arm to knee. Yeah, good. Set it down, opposite arm and knee. A little brain work. Good, nice and slow, really rooting down to lift up. Good job. Nice. So the next time the right leg lifts, you're gonna lift the right leg and the left arm, and then hold the knee with the left hand. And then reach the right arm back behind you. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Good, and then come back down, mountain pose. Good, and then it's left leg, right arm, so big reach. And then cross over, hold the knee, and then reach the right arm back, or hand can stay on the hip. Inhale, it's a lengthening, exhale, gently twisting. Good, and then come back to center, set the left foot down. Good, and then reach both arms up. Bring your hands down all the way to the hips, and then step your left foot back. Left foot back, right leg forward. The left heel is lifted right here. Then reach the left arm up, so it's opposite hand and knee as last time. But this time, you're gonna bring the left elbow to the right leg. So you're gonna cross it over your body and then make a fist and cover it with the right hand. And then press the palm into the knuckles to twist. And breathe. Should feel good, yeah? Big stretch to the outside of the right hip. Good, Carol. One more breath. You're gonna come back up to crescent lunge, arms straight up. Good job. Hands come to the hips. You'll lean forward and step forward. Nice. And then we'll try the other side. So right leg goes back, the ball of the foot, left knee bent, right arm up. Really tall through that side of the body. And then you'll cross elbow to knee, right elbow, left knee, make a fist and cover it with the left hand. So it's gentler on the wrists than palms together. And then press the palm of the left hand into the knuckles of the right to twist. Good. Nice, Linda. Good, Michelle. Breathe in. Stay for the exhale. And then untwist. Reach up. So it's a little balance, leg strength. Good, Sharon. Hands to the hips. Lean forward. Step forward. Good. Reach both arms up. Bring your hands down to the heart, and then the hips. We'll step the left leg back again. And this time you're going to spin it flat and open to warrior 2. Nice job. And if you need to, sometimes if I'm having knee stuff going on, I'll straighten and bend the knee a few times to kind of get kind of, I don't know, I work it out. It's feeling a little crunchy. Feel okay?
Just a hiccup.
A hiccup. Good, and then you'll come into warrior 2 and then lean right. Set the forearm, right forearm to right thigh, left arm to the sky. So this is now a twist in the opposite direction. It's called an open twist. You actually press into the right forearm to turn the body to the left more. Let the left arm just pull you back up to warrior 2. And then you'll bring your hands to your hips and we're gonna step forward. So this is the tricky one. Step the left foot to meet the right. Good. And then lift the right leg, step it way back, open it up to warrior 2. Bend the left knee and maybe move in and out a couple times. Nice, Carol. And then drop it in into your warrior 2. Stay, feel into the strength of your legs. Open through the chest and heart space. Hope you all had a beautiful Valentine's Day. Then shift to the left. Left forearm to thigh, right arm to the sky. You gently press the left forearm down into the mat to open up. Noticing each breath, like keeping your attention right here. Let the right arm pull you back up to warrior 2. Hands to the hips, kind of square them forward and step up to the front. Good, take a big breath in, reach up. This time exhale, just folding forward, bend the knees. And drop the hands, bring the feet to hip width if they aren't already, and hold on to your elbows for ragdoll. You can bend the knees a lot so the chest comes close to the thighs. Right, release the hands to the mat. And then you'll bring your forearms to your thighs, and bend the knees. You're like in a little giant slalom ski squat. And then hold on to the left forearm is going to wrap across to the right shin, and the right arm twists open to the ceiling. Yeah, good. And then you'll switch. So bring the right forearm to hold the left shin and twist to the left. Good, and then bring it back down, both forearms to thighs, just pause right there. Slide your hands to your hips, use the strength of your legs to come up to stand. Good, big breath in, and then hands down to the heart. And then arms down, we'll do some balance work. So you can come over to the wall or the bar if you need. You'll stand on your 2 feet. Our first balance pose today is eagle. So you'll stretch the arms out or up. And then the right arm will slide under the left. Good job. And elbows up, shoulders soft. And then bend the knees. And you might just stay there in your chair squat, or you come to the ball of the right foot and maybe cross the right leg over the left. It's fine to have your big toe on the floor or toes on the floor. Let that go, coming back to mountain pose. Maybe take a little twist, little gentle twist side to side. Coming back to center, mountain pose, and then extended mountain. And left arm goes under. And when you're ready, left leg goes over. Good job, Julie. I love that little wiggle. Lengthening up. And it's fine to have the big toe or toes on the floor. So you're in that single leg squat, right knee's bent. You want to try to hug into the center line without overly working the shoulders. If there's a softness, so there's strength and there's ease. You can find both. And then gently release, feet down, a little twist side to side. So this next one, if you have a wall or a chair, you might want to use it, like holding a chair or a bed, table, wall. You don't have to, but if you do, you're going to face the wall or the bar. The bar is a great tool here. And you're going to cross the right ankle over the left thigh and then start to sit back and down. So it's a little balance, but it's also a nice stretch. Yeah, for the hip, that figure 4 stretch. And if you don't have something to hold on to, you can be in space, ankle over thigh, and rest your forearms on your shin. So you're feeling hopefully a stretch into that right hip or outer thigh or hamstring. Good, and then you'll just come on up, stand up nice and tall. You can maybe even rise up to your tiptoes, do a couple little calf raises. Good, and then we'll try the other side. So holding on or not, cross the left ankle over the top of the right thigh, sit back. It's called a figure 4 or standing pigeon. You can also rest your forearms on your shin, holding on to a wall, piece of furniture. Breathing. Then you'll come on up, bring both feet down, maybe take a couple little lifts to the toes. And then we'll take a final balance here. So you can stay near the bar if you want, or come away for tree pose. So you'll be standing in mountain pose, and then the right foot will come to the inner left thigh. And it can cut, or the calf, or big toe on the floor. And if you have the bar or wall, you can hold it. Or have your back to a wall is another way to work. And then arms of your choice. Might be cactus arms, that can feel really good, or arms can reach out. And then coming back to mountain pose, 2 feet on the floor. Take a breath. And then other side, left foot to right leg. You can take it out. You can have your big toe on the floor. Some people like to step it out or help it up. It's finding your way into the pose. Those transitions are just as important as the posture itself. And breathing. And find your expression. Then hands down. No, my phone's on. Linda, my phone's doing what yours does. It's like on airplanes and it still rings through. It's like now.
Completely off.
Yeah, mine's doing that now. She spoke it into, she spoke it into existence. Yeah,
They want something from you.
everything's quirky. So, okay, come on back to mountain pose at the front of your space. And just take a big breath in, reach up, extended mountain. Breathe out, fold forward carefully, bent and soft. Halfway lift, inhale. Step it back to high plank. And then you can try knees down or knees up and lower down, maybe halfway or all the way. You can do knees, chest, chin again, rise up to cobra, or maybe higher into upward facing dog. And then press it back to downward facing dog. I'm gonna take some deep breaths here. On your next inhale, stretch the right leg up and back. So right leg up to the sky. And then you're gonna bring the right knee to the ground, right under the hip. Spin the left foot flat, open to the left. So right knee down, open left for side plank. Pressing your hips forward, core strengthener, shoulder strengthener. Try to pull the shoulder head straight back. Nice, Linda. Big breath in. Breathe out, hold it. And then left hand back to the ground. Go back to three-legged dog. So left leg straight back behind you. Right leg reaches up to the ceiling again. And then step the right foot forward or help it there. Good work. Spin the left foot flat or rise back up to warrior two. There earlier. And then triangle. You'll straighten the left leg and lengthen out and hinge down. Right hand to right leg. And it has a similar feeling to that side plank. So you're working from your core, opening through the chest and heart. Like strong legs. Good, Sharon. Lift away from the right arm a little bit. So the right hand is barely leaning on the leg. Good. Let the left arm pull you back up to stand. Turn your feet to parallel. And then hands on the hips, pull the shoulders back, lift the heart. And then hinge forward, wide leg forward fold. And it's fine to keep the hands out in front of you and have more of a flat back if your back is real tender today. Or you can walk the hands back between the feet, dropping the head, getting a little bit more length. It's really up to you. Good. Nice job. One more breath here. You might bend the knees a little bit. Sometimes that helps give you more space. Yeah. Okay, and then you'll lift to a flat back again. Bring your hands to your hips. You're using leg strength to come on up to stand. Good job. And then turn the right toes back to the front of your mat. And the left foot will step in slightly for pyramid. So this is a hamstring. The other a little more hamstring focus. Square the hips, lift the heart. Yeah, blocks are helpful if you have them. And then you're going to fold over the right leg. And so I recommend bending it a little bit. So it gives a little bit of that release to the hamstrings. Then you bring your hands to the ground, and then you can work on straightening the leg or pulling the hip back. Either one works. And start to feel that big stretch in the back of the leg. Good. Is that the one? Give it a side, yeah. Call my name. Stop forcing it. Just go to where you can go, and it's okay to bend the knee as much as you need. One more breath. And then you'll soften the front knee, plant the palm, step it back, high plank or kneeling plank, low plank or knees, chest and chin. It's up to you. Cobra or upward dog, breathe in, downward facing dog, press it back. Stretch your left leg up and back. You'll bring your knee to the floor, side plank, right foot spins flat. Here we're working on some core strength. Open up to the right, left knee down, right leg up. Good. Good, that works. You can even try to float the left hand off the ground or imagine. Imagine. You can do it. It's possible. It's a lot of core work. Good. Okay, right hand back down. Good job. Going back to down dog. Right leg is your base. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Three-legged dog. And then step it forward. Left foot or help it there. Right foot spins flat. Come up to warrior two. Good. And then triangle. You'll straighten the left leg and hinge your way in. And just like in that side plank, you don't want to be totally reliant on the left hand. You're going to be reliant on your deep core strength, which helps protect the back. Pull the belly button in. There's a little turning of the rib cage towards the ceiling. Nice. And then let the right arm pull you up. Feet to parallel, hands to the hips. Pull the shoulders back, lift the heart, and then hinge forward. So really try to press the sitting bones to the ceiling as you drop the crown to the ground. You can have your hands on the ground or anywhere else that feels good. It's okay to bend the knees. I'm a big fan of the softening of the backs of the knees. Lift to a flat back. You'll bring your hands to your hips and come up to stand. Good job. And then turn the left toes back to the front. The right foot steps in part way. Square yourself towards like you have headlights on your hips and then shine up. Come forward over that left leg. Folding, it's okay to bend the knee, hands to the ground if possible, or on your leg or shin, and really pull the left hip back to whatever degree feels okay in your body. So if you're having sciatic nerve pain, you don't want to replicate the pain. Like if it starts to get really flary, you just back out. Feeling that stretchy sensation here is okay, to the degree that feels okay in your body. Take several more breaths, just maybe folding or hinging a little farther forward. Good, you're great there. And then bend the knee, plant the palm, step it back, high plank, and lower all the way down onto your belly. And lay down. You can turn a cheek to a side, you can rest your arms by your side, and just breathing and resting. And then bring your arms down by your sides if they aren't there already, palms facing down and look down. And then before you lift up, lift your right leg up and slide it back and set it down. And then lift the left leg up, slide it back, set it down. And now we'll lift both arms and both legs. So when you're inhale, lift up, arms, legs, shoulders towards the ceiling. Squeeze the elbows straight to tone the triceps. Good. I like to tuck the chin towards the chest. Back of the neck stays long. And then lower down, flip the backs of the hands to the ground, turn a cheek to a side if that's comfortable, and just relax. And then we'll do that one more time. Look down, turn the palms to face down, and maybe stretch your one leg back, lift and stretch the other leg back. And then on your next breath, lift both legs, both arms, shoulders to the sky, chin draws towards the chest. Every once in a while, check in, can you lift any higher? Can the legs go an inch higher? How about the shoulders? And then lower down, flip the backs of the hands to the ground and rest. And this is just really, really simple. You're going to slightly elevate the pelvis by sliding the palms of the hands under the hip bones. So you're going to just lift the pelvis, bring the hands right under the hip bones, and then just rest. Try to breathe into the sacrum, the lower spine. You might feel the belly move as you breathe. And then turn your other cheek to the side if you can. And release the hands. Just slide them under your shoulders, look straight down, press up to hands and knees, and then you're gonna make your way onto your back. So walk your knees up your mat, sit down, swing the feet around to the front. You go ahead and lay down on your back. And just gently draw the knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze or hug. You're welcome to rock slightly side to side. And then take your feet to the ceiling and bring your hands underneath your hips, right under the pelvis. And then straightening the legs, pointing the toes. I want you to imagine you're lifting your hips away from your hands. So you should feel the core body engage right there. You're just gonna hold that and then lower the right leg towards the floor slowly and lift the hips slightly away from the hands. Good, and then lift the right leg up and switch legs. Left leg lowers. And then left leg lifts. And we're gonna keep going, and you can alternate legs, or if you want, they can go together towards the floor or keep alternating and back up to the sky. And the whole time you're trying to lift the hips slightly away from the hands and pull the rib cage down towards the mat. So either keep alternating legs or lower them both and lift them both. Just a couple more times. I'm gonna really dial into that deep core. Nice job, Linda. Good, Michelle. One more each side or one more together. And when you're done, you'll hug your knees into your chest. And then hold a knee in each hand. Let's draw some circles away from each other. They're called frog circles. Big circles of the knees away from each other and then towards each other. And switch the direction of your circles. And then the next time the knees go out wide, you're going to just hold it there in a reclined frog. And you can flex the feet. So you can hold the knees or you can let them go. Just this inner thigh stretch, letting gravity do some of the work here. Good job. And then gently draw the knees into the chest again, give them a squeeze. And then set the left foot to the floor, reclined pigeon. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. And then you can either interlace your hands behind the left hamstring or in front of the left shin, a little deeper. Or you can cradle the right leg, meaning the right foot comes into the left elbow crease. You can cradle the leg. Remembering what I said, if it starts to feel zingy, if you have sciatica and it's feeling zingy, you want to back out. If it's like a bearable stretch, stay and breathe. We're going to gently release that. Feet to the floor, feet wide apart. Just let the knees windshield wipe gently side to side, or any movement that feels okay in your body. And then we'll try the other side. Left ankle goes over the top of the right thigh, similar to what we did standing, but now it's reclined. And then you can interlace your hands either behind the right hamstring or in front of the shin or cradling the left leg. Gently release that. Bring the feet flat to the floor again, feet wide apart. Let the knees gently windshield wipe right to left. The next time they go to the right, just stay there. You can take the arms out like cactus arms to relax the shoulders. If you'd like a little more, you can cross the right ankle over the left thigh for a little, like a sandbag effect. Give you a little extra. If that doesn't work on your knee or your hip, don't do that. Release the cross, take it to the other side, feet wide apart, knees to the left, maybe right ankle over or left ankle over the right thigh. Breathing into the right hip, front of the hip, and you might feel this a little tug in the low back. That's the psoas muscle where it connects to the lumbar spine. So the psoas runs along the front of the hip, but it connects deeply inside along the lumbar. Just noticing. And release that. You'll bring it back to center and then bring the feet together, knees apart, if that's comfortable in your body. Place one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. Consciously and with awareness, relax your jaw. Relax the muscles in your face. Soften your shoulders. Soften your abdomen. No holding in the belly. And then gently relax and stretch the legs out long, arms by your side, coming into Shavasana. This opportunity to rest. bring your awareness back to your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. As you're ready, you'll bend your knees and roll to a comfortable side. Gently press yourself up to a seated posture. Allow your eyes to gently close. Bring your awareness back from your skin in. Notice how your body feels just right now. The palms of your hands together, bring your thumbs to your heart space. Lift your thumbs to your forehead center. Just picture yourself having a really great day. Namaste. Thank you. Have a happy day.
Perfect.
Good. Yeah. Bye, you guys at home. Thank you. It's your first time.